First off, I want to say sorry that I'm late, guys. I had a very long night. A long night. Yo, what is going on, my husbandos and waifus? My name is HERMSAUR, and welcome to another review for you. Today we are reviewing Black Clover, episode number 4. I think it's episode number 4. But for the most part, this episode was Asta and Yuno taking the magic night test. Well, although I feel like this was somewhat eventful, there's not really too much to look at. Of course, it's still the general. People are doubting Asta's power, but then again, Asta generally has no magical power besides when he uses that grimoire. I feel like it was really cool to see the different types of people, though you can tell who's going to be a side character and who's going to be a main character. Seeing all those magic knights, unfortunately, we don't get to see their true power. We just see them. I loved how, I forgot who it was, the guy that was leader of the Bull Knight, and he was carrying Asta by the head. For some reason, I kind of called that he was going to carry Asta by carrying him by the head, but it was still really funny to see. I laughed a lot of this episode. Compared to the previous episodes, this episode made me laugh a lot. Right at the start of the episode, we see Asta yelling, "Oh, Sugoi!" And I'm like, oh no. Episode was still very doable to watch, and you know, this is why I feel like Black Clover is going to be successful in its own right, is because even though at the very beginning everyone just hated Asta's voice to the point where it turned off a lot of people, for me personally, I still gave it a chance. I was like, you know what? It's still going to be good because regardless of his voice and his screaming, I still enjoyed the content of the anime. And even to this episode, despite him screaming in the very beginning of the episode, I still enjoyed the content of the episode. It wasn't him being as loud and obnoxious. It's him trying to prove himself. And when he befriended that guy Seki, at first we thought Seki was going to be a good guy for most people. For me, I was like, yo, this guy's going to talk a lot of shit to Asta. He's going to bring him down, and then Asta's going to put the smack on him. That's why I was so happy. In pretty much at the end of the episode, we see Asta just get his sword and smack down on Seki when he was using that cannonball technique. I wish we saw more. See, that's what I wanted to see. It was interesting to see everyone do certain part of the test. It was like another montage, but it's not as big as a montage compared to the previous episode where they were traveling and you see this and that. In this episode, we get to see a little bit more of people using their magic. We see, of course, the differences between Yuno and Asta. Yuno still being quite powerful compared to Asta. But I loved seeing Asta struggle, though at the same time it made me sad. And it made me really sad to hear people, you know, it's still the general people doubting Asta, saying, oh, it's the boy with no magic. Oh, he's pathetic, blah, blah, blah. People making fun of him. Even the birds that are attracted to people with no magic. That was so funny how many were attracted to Asta. So regardless, this episode was somewhat eventful, though it feels like it was super prolonged. I was hoping for more, but it's in general. That's what we are destined to see. And I guess in terms of how much was packed into this episode, there was a lot. You know, we saw them do the broom test, which unfortunately Asta could not do, and we see Yuno skillfully just standing on a broom while controlling it. What else was there? There was them, the aim test where they're shooting magic into like a wall. Then I think they were trying to grow a seed. There was a lot of magic tests, and it was very interesting. But I love how they were pointing out that combat is the main thing for them to be considered as magic knights. And I feel like this fight in itself, seeing how Asta is completely powerless, but he was able to immediately destroy his opponent is what's going to make him shine. This powerless boy all of a sudden becomes like top tier, and you can see Yuno's face after Asta puts the smack down on this guy. Yuno is smiling. He's like, "That's right. You do not with my boy. Really, really good episode, really hyped episode, but I hate how they have the hype right at the end where you want more. I know I could read it, guys, but I feel like it would kill it for me in terms of like me doing these reviews, because I know a lot of you guys like it with the fact that I don't know what I'm getting myself into. In general, this is my first reaction and my first impression of watching these, and it's great. I really, really do enjoy it. So, yeah, just let me know what you guys thought about this episode, especially you manga readers and you anime watchers. Let me know. Also, let me know if you're either or you're... I'm pretty sure if you're commenting on this, you know it's both. But let me know what you are in the comment section below and your thoughts on this episode. For me, once again, we got to see the anime turning into manga animation style, and it was freaking phenomenal. I love it when they do that. Someone pointed out that's similar to what they did in One Piece when Luffy punched the celestial dragons, and I do remember that. I was like, I freaking forgot about Luffy punching the celestial dragons. I feel like since that gave so much hype, and I understand, like, I was so hyped when I saw that, I literally got off my seat, like, what the fuck is going on, what the fuck is going on? It was so good. And then even Mob in Mob Psycho 100, when he would go to 100%, we see like somewhat of an animation turn to manga style, and that always got me excited because we knew something was going to happen. And the fact that we saw that in this episode, immediately seeing Asta immediately just go in, it just shows that Asta's physical prowess, his strength, is so much stronger than a lot of mages here, just in general in terms of brute strength. So I'm pretty sure Asta's gonna pass the Magic Knights exam. He has to. After that, come on, that's insane. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna leave it at that. Like I said, let me know in the comment section below what you guys thought about this episode. Yeah, I missed class because I'm so tired, my boys. Anyways, guys, see you in the next one. Drop a like, subscribe for more anime variety content. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.